Happy February, everyone. Thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Joanna the Medium. These are going to be readings for February 2018. They are general readings, so I tap into various aspects. What I focused on the most was to give you information that will ultimately help you become a stronger individual that is able to create your abundance, your joy, and your happiness. So I always have that in mind, and Spirit will always give me information that will help you understand yourself on a much deeper level, and also help you understand where you're going and what it is that you might do in order to help you accomplish certain goals. The energy of the eclipse of January 31st came into play in these readings, and I actually talk about that extensively on the last radio show, which I have posted, and I think the link is down below for you, where I do readings and conversation with Amma, and in a second hour we talk about how the January 31st eclipse affects us personally and also globally. And I actually channeled some messages from Spirit about this eclipse, which I'm not an astrologer, and I'm confirm it, so that was actually quite neat for me. So if you want to listen to it, do so. That link is down below, and because that energy will definitely affect you for the next 6 months, and I saw the effects of it in all the readings, including the relationship readings. So many things are leaving because we are being prepared for something bigger, for something new, for something more exciting. So you might have noticed the shift of energy the last few weeks. I certainly have, which is why these videos are late, but they will also keep these energies, the shifts will transpire throughout the next 6 months or so, I've been told. These are general readings, so they may not make sense to you right away. They almost never make sense to you at the beginning, so please listen to them at the end. Also, the love readings, which I go into detail about relationships of any sort. If you would like to have that for the entire 2018, that link is down below for you, so go ahead and go there. And I think that's all I have. I want to wish you wonderful Valentine's Day if you celebrate it. If you don't, I wish you wonderful February regardless. And without further ado, of course, if you would like a private session, that information is down below. But without further ado, let's start off with your general February readings. And of course, listen to your rising sign and your moon sign, because they will often add way more information than the sun sign reading. So without further ado, let's move on to readings. Hello Capricorns, welcome to my videos. This is going to be a reading for February 2018. I almost said 2016. This is a general reading, so it won't apply to everybody, and I always say it will almost never make sense to you at the beginning of the month, so do listen to it at the end of the month. Incidentally, a lot of things here that I see are being talked about that are talked about in depth about relationship readings. So some of this will connect to relationships for some of you, and some of it is going to be general. The number 6 is being shown to me, which is all about balance. It's all about lovers. And so this can mean that some of you, this is going to affect relationships, and it is the month of love. But for some of you, this is about fundamentally looking at your life and deciding what it is that you want to do going forward in order to feel the best that you can be, but also in order to attract what it is that you need to attract. And what's interesting here is that for some of you, there's a completion around career, or around a job, or around a stable relationship, or around your stability. So it doesn't surprise me. This is what's coming up. The number 0 is being shown to me, which to me is a circle that represents an ending of a cycle, a completion, and you have the World card. It also represents to me a whiff of a brand new beginning. However, I don't feel the brand new beginning is going to happen in February. I think it's going to happen, I want to say, March, April, whatever that is for some of you a little bit later, but I don't think it's going to happen in February. But I feel you will know that a brand new beginning is inevitable, or you will feel like there's a brand new beginning just about to happen, but you're not quite there yet. Let me just see if there's anything else here. What does this mean? Okay, I feel like you are taking your energy and how you connect to yourself, to people, or to jobs, and you're going to move on to do something else, or move on to do something else. So your commitments that you have been committed to seem to be changing. These could be commitments you have to yourself as in expectations, or these could be commitments you've had to other people and also with work. New beginnings, I feel, are just around the corner for you, and I know many of you had been dealing with relationships or had cause for alarm around relationship, and I feel like you're just about to end I want to say a vicious cycle for some of you of neglecting your emotional needs. That's interesting. Okay, now let's move on. Yeah, the number 11 is being shown to me, so that's also balance, but it's also just. So you are moving to a much stable way of being through reflecting, but also there seems to be like an end to, I want to say, a karmic cycle, something that has caused you to feel unbalanced in a certain area of your life, and I feel like you're about to finish whatever that is, and it could be anything. The biggest parts are relationship, jobs, and health, right? Now, I just heard the word marital affairs. I have no idea what that means, so maybe some of you may connect with that. Moving on with the cards. The cards that represent your theme for the month of February, two cards popped up. First one is firm foundation, and the second one is relationships and alliances. Okay, so what this is showing me is that in the month of February, and then I want to say a little bit of March, for some of you, this is connecting all the way to November. So for some of you, something happened around November, but for some of you, it's more general. So the month of February is a beginning of forming brand new foundations around relationships. And it's showing me that either something is not working in a month of February, something hasn't been working for quite some time, and you will be addressing it in February, or you will be forming a brand new foundation in how you see yourself, and therefore the way you connect with other people will change. So if you've had no cooperation from others, whether it's in love or with business, it feels like you are restructuring things. You're restructuring how you do things. You're restructuring how you look at things. There's a major shift that seems to be happening around relationships that haven't been working or currently are not working. Yes, this is just lack of, I want to say lack of commitment too. So maybe you're no longer committed to something, or somebody's no longer committed to you. We also have commitments to work. So then I asked the question, what should they leave behind? I didn't ask the question, what are they leaving behind? I don't know why, because all the other signs, I've asked what they're leaving behind. So what it is that you need to leave behind. Interesting. You have the Tower in reverse. So this is a fundamental change. Stop resisting it. Okay? If there is something that you feel that needs your attention because it's coming to an end, or it has outlived its welcome, or it has served its purpose and is no longer, you're being urged not to resist changes. What it's also saying here is that changes are inevitable, and you are going to be able to manage it the best way you can. Why? Because you have a brand new beginning. So this is Ace of Pentacles. This is a message of what's the word I want to use? Not creativity. Manifestation. So this can be a brand new job, this can be a brand new career, a brand new business proposition, a brand new relationship. And in order for you to do that, you need to do some restructuring in your life. So if this is a job, it feels like you need to let the process of letting things go happen so that you can have a brand new beginning. And then I said, okay, show me, why are these cards showing up? you have the Strength card. So this is in order to help you to not only become stronger, but also to help you understand yourself from such a perspective that you all of a sudden realize, wow, I didn't realize I can do this. So remember, your energy is about brand new foundations. And in order to form brand new foundations, we have to get rid of existing foundations that are not working so that we can have brand new beginnings. So the message here is what you need to leave behind is the resistance to change. That's what I want to say. Now, what is in the now? So what's going to happen in February most likely? Interesting. 2 cards came up. The World in reverse and 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so something is definitely coming to an end. You are completing an aspect of your life. Most likely it's going to be relationships or career or a job. What is it that I'm seeing here? That's interesting. For some of you, this is an interesting message. For some of you, you are going to decide to no longer overgive over and above what is the norm. So if the word pleaser comes in, so if you have been giving, you have been very generous or overly generous, but you are not getting back, it seems that you're going to somehow end this way of doing things, which is well, that would start a brand new foundation right there. For some of you, this is interesting, smaller message, you are going to stop overspending. And that's because something is going to come to an end, okay? Well, you have a brand new beginning and you're going to have to watch your pocket for a second, or you're just going to realize that, wait a minute, you know, I have been way overspending. I can't keep doing this. I need to restructure how I do things. When I asked for more clarification, I got the Devil in reverse. So this is about unchaining yourself from that which holds you back. Again, relationship, a job, career, a friend, a certain way of thinking or believing, foundational, structural, misaligned belief systems. We're coming to an edge of a cliff, and very soon you are going to fly. That's the vision that I'm seeing, because there's cliff and there's nothing there, but you don't realize you have wings yet, because this devil guy has been keeping you back and holding you stuck and keeping you stuck. So if there's something that's completing here, then it's a good thing, because you are going to release yourself from whatever is no longer working. Now, lack of cooperation here is what I see. Things not working out career-wise, but also relationship-wise. There's some sort of alliance that is ending. And the alliance might be with someone you've had in the past that you are still holding on to, or you can have an alliance to people that are fundamentally holding you back. And this could be family, friends, could be people at work, could be anybody. Point is, looks like you are going to be releasing yourself, at least mentally or emotionally, from something that causes you a bit of a headache. Then I said, show me future. Brilliant. Moving away, walking away, emotionally detaching. This is detachment. This is also emotionally detaching. So you are walking away from something, no question about it. When I asked the question, why are they walking away? What is this all about? You have Page of Cups. There is a brand new emotional beginning just around the corner. This is kind of like Ace of Cups, except it's coming. It's a movement. It's somebody offering you a brand new emotional opportunity. Yes, this could be a career, this could be a friendship, this could be anything that allows you to emotionally feel refilled. When I said, what's the context? I have the Magician in reverse. So many of you have, in order for you to manifest, you have to be able to use your gifts. And I feel some of you have not been using your gifts because you have been attached to some aspects that maybe didn't even realize help, maybe didn't prevented you from knowing you have these gifts and these skills to offer. And this is also, well, it's lack of manifestation. It's showing me that you also felt there was lack of a brand new beginning. But I also want to say the reason is because you have been holding on to something, well, that you don't need anymore. And incidentally, I believe these attachments are addressed in the relationship reading, and they go into a lot of depth. So this is actually consistent for those of you who are dealing with relationships. Now, additional information. I said, okay, give them some, what is it that they need to focus on? Well, you have between two worlds in reverse. You are going through a change. Now, this is a shift of energy, as you can see, and we had these shifts just on January 31st, and we're going to have another one in February, the eclipse. So you are definitely moving in a new direction. This message says, this is no time for guarantees. Therefore, you might want to look at changing your expectation. So, for example, let me just finish. Changing your expectation, I said, okay, what is this expectation about? I have the card of the tribe. So this is about the sense of belonging, feeling included, feeling a sense of community, feeling the sense of togetherness. Your idea around it somehow needs to change. So, for example, if your expectations have been, I want a job that is at this specific company for this specific title with this specific car as my perk, and that's just a metaphor, you might want to open yourself up to other possibilities. Not because you can't get what you're looking for, but because what you're looking for is actually fundamentally not really that good for you, but because you're still attached to some SHIT, you may not see it yet. So this is about looking at changing your expectations. For some of you, it's the expectations you have of yourself are quite low, and in order for you to reach the next level, your expectations of yourself, or what you expect of yourself and for yourself, also needs to change. So that is fundamental. This card talks about fitting in. When you change your expectations of whatever it is that you are after, and this requires a lot of self-reflection. Why do we do the things we do? Well, we do them because at the end of the day, it provides us with certain emotional fulfillment. So we are always, whatever it is that we physically do, gives us an emotional feedback. It is important for you to address some of the things you have been doing in the past and see if what your expectations have been up to this point, if they haven't worked, you might want to rethink what that is for you. And I know this is a general message. Yes, this can be applied to virtually anything, but this is about expectations of yourself. Now, your energy, your theme is brand new foundations. This is the core of you. So this is your strength. The lower back, if our lower back is bad, well, we're kind of not good for much because we're out of balance because we're bent over and we don't have enough strength, and therefore we're not very grounded, so we will not feel very supportive. But because you are here to form brand new foundations so that it can support you as you move forward and create your reality and climb this mountain, and this mountain does not mean anything bad. This is like Mount Everest that this guy is going to climb, hopefully with a jacket on, and he's going to reach a place of success. In order for you to do that, you have to have a stronger foundation within you. So whether it is work, whether it is career, whether it is your health, whatever your expectation is of yourself that you are true to, or your core belief system, you might want to rethink that and ask yourself, is this something that if I continue doing will bring me what I want, or do I have enough evidence that it hasn't been working and therefore maybe it's time to go? The way you fit yourself into a relationship or into a society or into a family or into an environment like work I feel like I want to say expect better for yourself, but at the same time, allow people to give to you. And sometimes we just want to get, but we don't actually realize we have difficulty receiving. And maybe that is something that's holding you back. Maybe lack of feeling loved, lack of feeling important, lack of feeling strong, lack of feeling confident. Maybe that's what's holding you back. And that will certainly make your foundation not very strong. They also show me the number 15. So 15 is the devil. Okay, so 15 is the devil. It's the attachments, it's the constraints that keep us stuck. Whatever that is for you, and this would be fundamental aspect of you. This is mostly how you see yourself and therefore how you see the world and everything around you. That is shifting, and emotionally you are letting go because there's a brand new beginning. A brand new emotional offer being made to you. It could be that on February 14th you get proposed to, or you meet somebody special. But I feel that February is the soil that's rich for planting and the actual fruit of that labor. They're saying to me the word summer. So it seems like this has, excuse me, a longer range, longer time frame. I hope this makes sense. Of course, this is probably not going to make sense to you a whole lot at the beginning of the month, so do listen to it at the end of the month. Relationship readings for 2018, the entire 2018, that information is down below for you. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing, and for liking, and for subscribing. I look forward to seeing your comments. For private sessions, if you would like to know how this unfolds in your life, that information is also down below for you. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful February. Enjoy, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.